Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trash It. Today we will be talking about marriage and civil relationship. So what we want to know is marriage the death of a relationship? And we've got...
Hello, Shari back again.
And we've got...
I thought she slept over.
I know she forgot her name for a minute. Anyway, and we've got...
Hiya, I'm Yuri.
Okay, so guys, I mean, we're called Trash It, okay? This is the show where we trash virtually anything, okay? Nothing is off the table, nothing is off limits apart from kids, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, so what we're here to talk about today is marriage the death of a relationship? If it's not broken, why fix it? We have a lot of people in civil partnership, okay? They live together, they're running their home, they have kids, and everything is working. And then they decide to get married. And once they get married, that's it.
Hell breaks loose.
I know. Okay. Once they get married, it's like everything, all the fun in the relationship gets sucked out, and unfortunately, it hits the rock, and they end up having a divorce. So what we're here to trash today, guys, is what do you think about marriage? Do you have to get married if you're in a good relationship?
I don't think you have to, but then I'm not married, so I could be just being biased, you know, by saying, you know, once you have a good relationship, what is the point of? But then you have to remember it depends as well, because a lot of people get married because obviously they want everyone to have the same name. They want to feel like they're a proper family, and I think a lot of people do get married because of the kids as well, because, you know, back in the day, you know, it used to be, oh, you're a bastard if you didn't have the you know, the same names and everything.
Yeah.
And I say, and when you do travel, it does make it easier if everyone have the same surname. So sometimes, you know, as I said, on that basis, people would get married. But then, as you rightfully say, when you sign that paper, sometimes everything just go tits up, because the thing is, when you're married and things don't go well, you don't have that option of saying to the other person, well, you know what, we could all separate ways. You have to stick with it.
Okay, so what do you think?
I'm an advocate of marriage. Marriage is beautiful.
Advocate.
Yes. 10 years solid. I was expecting years to clap for
Oh,
me.
you mean you've been married 10 years?
Yes.
Oh, well done, darling.
Yes.
Well done. It mustn't have been easy.
No, that's what I was about to say.
Living with you, poor Mr. You know.
I'll just take my wine.
Yes, go on.
No, the thing about this relationship is that, and I'm not in it, but what tends to happen is that marriage is not a bed of roses. Let's just put it. It's not as if everyone goes in and you're a perfect person, she's a perfect person, and you're making a perfect home. There's no perfect man, there's no perfect woman, and there's no perfect marriage. But there's something called compromise. And lack of patience is what the issue is with most cases. You've been together for 10 years, and then one day you decide to get married, and you're like, okay, we stick each other for 10 years, the 11th year everything just go belly up. And that's because now the man has got comfortable. This is my wife. He sees you as a trophy. I know of an instance where the couple have been together for like 7 years, and they decided to get married. The day they got married, the brother then decided, well, I don't want to be eating yesterday's stew.
Yes.
Everything has to be fresh. And she goes, well, who's got time for that? But see, the thing about living with someone, especially when you are now like seen as a union, as together, not being married does not make you not a union. But if you guys have decided to come together and marry before man and God, then you need to just be able to adjust.
Yeah.
There's some pet peeves that I had when I got married. Like, my partner would come in and he can put his socks somewhere. He used the toilet and leave the toilet seat. That would drive anybody crazy.
Yes.
Unlike before, when we were married, I could literally leave that place and go to my bloody flat. But now you guys are not going anywhere.
Exactly.
So we had to put ground rules. Brother, I'm not your houser. You come in, you put your socks away. When you use the toilet, do you
feel as well that, okay, so even though you're in a civil partnership, as you said, you can, if you're not living together, you can easily just pack up and say, you know what, okay, babes, if they pissed you up, okay, do you know what, I'm going to be outside for the rest of the week, you know. But when you're married, you can't really do that.
No, you can't.
Because first of all, it's going to be where are you going, which man or which woman did you go to? Okay, so it's like you've lost your freedom. And another thing is, when you're not married, you can say, babes, I'm going out with the girls, or, you know, babes, I'm going out with the boys.
Yeah.
And there's no drama as such. But when you're married, then the man starts to say to you, you're a married woman, you should be home by 10 o'clock, like my husband tells me sometimes, and I just want to say to him, shut the fuck up. And he goes, oh, you should be home by 10 o'clock. Babes, I was at the salon and there was a lot of queue. You know what African salons are like? Oh, sorry, let me go and have my lunch. I beg, I'm hungry. I'm going to pick my kid up. Gems are different things, and you end up staying there till 3 o'clock. You know, so
let me say this: you don't lose your independence. I've always said this.
You do. I think
no, hold on. You don't.
You lose some part of your independence, some part.
Yeah, not all.
Obviously,
and the thing about it is when you are like
because sorry, let me just put that out there. If you lose all your independence and freedom in a marriage, then there's some sort of psychological abuse going on there. So
going back to that, I have my me time. You and I go out. We have me time, and I think we've gotten to a place in our relationship where he knows I can bugger off and go away with my friends.
That's your husband.
When you say bugger off, are you going out for a few nights or just a night out?
We're traveling soon, aren't we?
Okay, yeah, well, we're going to Dubai, guys. Trash in Dubai.
Yeah, we are traveling very soon. So the instances when I've gone out with my friends, the last time we had your birthday, we went for like a weekend away.
Yeah.
So we've gotten to a place where he can have his me time.
Yeah.
It's all about trust.
But then what I was going to say, but that's your husband.
I'm not saying
it's not everyone that might be understanding.
I'm not saying
as your
I remember
husband.
because I remember not too long ago, a friend of mine was having a birthday, and I brought up the idea for us to go out in London, go clubbing, and stay overnight in a hotel in London, and because we all live outside of London, and the husband made a comment and said, well, no, I'm not going to let my wife sleep in a hotel. You think women don't cheat? So for me, I'm like, okay, so what does that mean?
Well, there might be underlying issues in the relationship.
Okay.
And the thing about it, everything still boils down to trust. My husband has been kind enough to drop me and a few friends off at a club and be like, bye. And only for me to turn up at 12 o'clock and be like, what happened? Did they drive you? And I'm like, man, the street is all like before my legs were hurting. And he was like, oh my God, you need to go get your girl.
Yeah.
It gets to a place where you're matured in your relationship.
Yeah.
And I think people don't have the patience anymore.
No.
Yeah.
So you piss me off, I just be like, you know what? I paid my school fees. I brought myself to where I am now. If you bring up this stupidity, I check out.
I think the thing is as well, why a lot of people don't even want to get married, honestly, is because nowadays, as you say, people don't put in the work in marriage. Normally now, after 6 months, 3 months, marriage is over. You know, I think people take it as a game.
I was telling my mom
A
that
game.
we went to a wedding a couple of months ago. My mom just running, can you imagine? The wedding is kapoof. And I was like, Mom, we're not like your
Generation. Yes.
If it's broke,
They fix it.
you guys fix it. Now we don't have. If it's broke, it's not fixable.
Exactly.
Hasta la vista. Deuces.
Sometimes people already have another on the go. You know what I mean?
Just saying that. I mean, a lot of celebrities. I'm not going to say Nigerian. A lot of celebrities, okay, have gotten married and just ended the marriage. I'm just going to go through a list. Okay, so we've got Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Okay, again, that marriage didn't last. Go and ask Google, don't ask me. Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux. Again, that was less than 2 years.
Yeah.
You've got Yvonne Jegede, who is a Nigerian celebrity. Again, that was under 1 year. Okay, as soon as she got pregnant, the guy started to act funny. Okay, Imi Edo, again, go and Google it. Hers was less than 2 years. Chika Ike, again, less than 3 years. Usher, our famous Usher Raymond, and Grace Miguel. Again, they dated for 10 years. And then when they got married, that lasted for less than 2 years. So again, they could have just left it and carried on dating. They probably would still be together by now. You've got Tonto DK, Love You. Again, that was less than 2 years. You've got Lilian Esoro, less than 2 years. You've got Tiwa Savage, okay? Queen Tiwa. I mean, the whole of Nigeria went to Dubai for her wedding. And sadly, that didn't last either. I think it was under 3 years as well. You've got Funke Akindele, aka Jennifer, We Love You. Again, that didn't last under 2 years. But now she's in a very good marriage. You know, that was her first marriage. Okay, and now she's married.
The thing,
and, you know,
the thing about it that you've picked up about these celebrities is that there's so much pressure on them rather than an average person.
Yeah.
So they've got the whole social media, they've got hangers on. They've got the yes mans and yes women that will not tell them what their fault are. And also they schedule, like they've got to be at same place. Like there was a time Cyril Savage was in London and then she had to go to Dubai, she had to go to Dublin.
It's the lifestyle.
It's not those things, the stressors enough can wreck any relationship.
But you know what marriage I think is going to last?
Who?
Davido and Chioma, okay? That because I love those two.
She
okay,
just
I'm
loves
just putting
these
it out
two,
there.
that's why.
Every principalities and powers, that marriage would last in Jesus' name, amen. So what you were saying?
Let me swallow my mind.
Yeah.
And they married.
They're not, they will soon get married and that will last.
Don't get your hopes
Please
up.
can you not
Don't
jinx
get
it?
your-
Can you not
What's
jinx
she
it?
married on? I thought they were married.
They're not married yet, but they will get married and it will last.
If you're going to use that, and I pray to God that they do get married and marriage lasts, I don't see any reason. Chioma doesn't have a job. So yeah, she does not have a job. So she's a good hanger-on that can follow her partner to everywhere. In that instance, I don't see why that relationship won't last.
But no, she doesn't. She may not have a 9-to-5 job, but she is doing other things.
Like,
She's got her own cooking show.
when have you watched it or have you seen it?
Well, she's check her Instagram. It's there. She's got, she's been,
I don't
you
see
know,
any
she's
reason
got her own
why
cooking
that-
show and other things.
Celia, mark my words. If they ever do get married, I don't see why. He has an opera.
Why it won't last?
Why would it last? She's got nothing going on for her. So it's best she stays in that
Anyway,
relationship.
back to the
But
Anyway,
back to what we were
subject,
talking about.
yeah,
The
haters.
problem with most relationship, especially with celebrities, like I said, their schedule is jam-packed.
It is.
And it can't be easy while you're tagging along. You're going to get bored at one point.
Of
They're
course.
like, whoa, seriously, I can't do this. You need, and before you know it, you're like, why am I?
Yeah.
But what if obviously if you're married to, okay, for example, I'm going to use Lala Anthony and Camilla Anthony. Okay, Camilla is an NBA basketballer and Lala is a presenter. You know, and she does her own thing. She's got her makeup line.
She's in power. She's
You
an
know,
actress.
yeah, she does her own thing. I've
She's
been
a good
watching.
cipher.
Yeah, I've been watching the show on Amazon Prime, and you know, it got to a point in the relationship where she didn't see him for like 2 weeks because their schedules was not just working out, and she was really getting frustrated. And unfortunately, come 2017, there was a bit of an issue in their relationship.
They were separated.
Yeah, they were separated.
Good 2 years.
Yeah, and then I think they're recently back together. So that's just another example of how schedules in each, if you're both celebrities, and how your schedules can sort of
Can I
drive
point
you
on
apart.
something? You see, the thing is, you just touch on a very important thing as well. You see, when you're not married, you could take a break. You understand?
Yeah.
So when things are not going well, you can always say to the other person, look, you're busy, I'm busy. Let's give this a
Let's figure it out.
2 weeks sort of like break. You do your thing, I do my thing, and then if anything, we come back to it. No, when you're married, you can't do that. You can't send your
freedom. I'm saying
but
you
think
don't
about
have
it. This is
in a
where
way.
I always say, and I don't know if we as, and I'll use culturally where I grew up. There's no reason why you can't speak to marriage counselors. They're within your churches, they're within the Islamic religion, and they're certified marriage psychotherapists or therapists that you can go to. This lady, although unfortunately her marriage is scattered now, Mel B and her ex-husband went to therapy. And they talked and talked. And
that made it worse though, didn't it?
No, but sometimes, you know, they're underlying issues. And they couldn't just talk themselves out of that problem. So that marriage crashed. But we've seen instances where people have gone to their pastoral head and they're being mentored. They're being supported.
Will Smith.
Ha-ha.
Remember, he came out and even...
and until today...
They've
got a spiritual mentor that sits with them. People do it.
But we didn't even know till when they come out, because you always think, oh, look how beautiful their kids are. Look how... But when they open up, wow, it was like, wow, you can never imagine that was going behind the scenes with them. You
And I can't even remember on top of my head now, the Real Housewives, one of the Real
what's her name? We know her.
But then that just show everyone had problems.
Yeah.
You know,
Quad. Yeah.
Although the marriage eventually scattered, but it had a spiritual person coming in. What I'm saying is that sometimes when people do get married, people get comfortable, become assertive. I'm married to you now. This is what you would do, and you were like, "What? Well, you couldn't have talked to me."
And another thing, and another thing is, okay. First of all, I'm just going to address the issue about counselors. Not everybody wants their business to be out there, so people may not feel comfortable using a counsellor, and especially again, it's expensive. It costs money. One of those sessions is probably £250.
You don't have to use a licensed
and then
person. You
yeah,
can
but when
use
you
the
use
church.
when you use the church, the same
Oh,
thing.
well, then
Depending on
it's
who
the
you're
same thing.
using, you
Yeah.
go and talk to
Yeah.
you go and meet pastor and you say you want to have some issue. You're having issue in your marriage. Pastor will direct you to
somebody else, yes.
brother Jimmy,
And then he
brother
talks you to
Femi.
somebody else.
No, brother Femi will probably
Yeah.
cancel you and then go and tell the rest of his
congregation,
friends or
yeah.
tell his wife,
Yeah,
oh, this
it's
is what
true.
Sister Celia is going through, and the wife will now go and tell her friend in the church, but
Yeah.
please don't tell anybody. Before you know it, the
Everybody
whole church
know your
knows
business.
about your
But
business.
think about
okay.
it. Even if the old church doesn't know, you
Yes.
are you're heading for a divorce.
And
And
you know
somewhere,
what?
the whole world will know you're living. The only thing I don't subscribe to is that I personally do not report my partner to my mom.
Yeah.
I was just
was
gonna say that.
yeah.
I don't report
The
to
reason I
family.
don't do it is because I can go to my mom and be like, you did this with me, shaking my head when I'm annoyed, blah, 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 blah. And she would listen. And then in the back of her, she'd be like, why is this guy pissing my child off? And this is me, I'll go home and my husband will be waiting with a bag of Tiffany and this is me blowing my teeth and blah, blah, blah. We kiss up and make up. I've not gone back to my mom.
Yeah,
I've collected.
exactly.
Even
You know what I'm saying?
even
And before you know it, my mom loves me.
Yeah.
And she's not having this risk. So I'm not saying, like, well, that's what my mom told me.
Yeah.
Like, whatever your issues are, I
Keep
don't
it,
wanna
yes.
know.
because the thing is,
And sorry, Celia, now
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you another, or give you another secret that my mom taught me. It might sound very asinine or stupid to some people. My mom was like, cook.
that
Cook-
always works
cook what?
for me.
Cook
Yeah, just
anything.
cook.
Because the thing about it is, you can't, the food you're going to eat, you can't over salt it out of annoyance. Because you know you're going to eat out of that food. And it might not work for everyone. It doesn't have to. But he does work. Like, I go in, I cook because I know I'm going to eat, he's going to eat. And before you know it, I'm like, do you want extra sauce? And before you know it, do you want extra sauce? I got a plate. And we're talking.
We're talking,
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to eat out this way because if I don't cook, he's going to die of hunger. Anyway, so
Yes, yes.
it works for me.
So it's how you just break
That's
it
how my
up,
brand. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I'm not saying please. I'm not saying it works, but it does work for me because I do it. So,
Because the other, sorry to cut you short, the other thing I was going to say as well, you know, people should be careful because as you said, just because you're in a relationship for 10 years doesn't mean that if you marry, it will work. And I think sometimes as well, people get married out of sort of convenience. Does that make sense? Because they're like, how they do it, they're counting the years. They're like, okay, well, if we could get up to 10 years, it could go for another 10 years. But it does not necessarily mean
Okay,
that
in saying
it
you're
could be
right.
that expiration is
In
just
saying
at
that, I mean, we've been talking about how marriages may not work when you get married. Again, when you
could
get
work.
it could work as
could
well.
work.
So please,
You know,
if
because
you,
my parents is a
you
good
know,
example.
my
My
parents have been
mom,
married for over 40 years.
you know, my
Yeah.
mom, they only got
Mine too.
married when I was 15. And they lived together for a long time without being married. And it was good, you know. They only got married because they was like, you know what? Because, you know, my mom, she's so cheeky. She's like, well, you could die anytime soon like that. And obviously, you know, if you
They will
die,
kick me out.
you know, your sisters and your brothers and your mom will want to come and take the place and everything.
Yeah.
So they got married on the basis of he's old, he might knock the bucket soon, so let's. But you see, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to marry to have something good and
because
lovely.
civil partnership is also
And you could-
legal, isn't it?
Yes,
it is also
it is,
legal,
it
so
is.
you don't necessarily have to get married.
is.
In this part of the
in this
world.
part of the world,
But
yeah.
a lot of part of the world, civil partner
Sorry?
is taken.
No,
taken
Nah.
No,
Really?
especially no, you're just a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Well,
so-
in my country, because I suppose it was English based,
Yeah.
you do
We're,
have rights.
we're English based too, but
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
not really in the
Rights.
jam.
maybe
Well,
traditional marriages does. It
But
does-
yeah, it
Yeah,
holds a lot if you're
yeah.
married, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's not everybody that wants to get married, but if you do, then make sure you do it on the right basis. as
And
well.
another thing I was just going to say as well is when you're married, maybe not, but perhaps maybe when you're married and maybe the woman earns more than the man, you know, whereas when they were single or no, when they were just in a civil partnership, that didn't really matter whether she earned more than him or not. Because maybe their finances were still separate, and now when they get married, and she's probably earning more than him, and
There's a grudge,
do you understand? She now wants to sort of try to assert her own authority based on the fact that I'm the big
I think-
earner. So
See,
I
I've
think
always
it's,
said
you know,
this, and it might sound controversial. I don't believe in joint accounts.
You know what I mean?
Let's have a separate account
Yeah.
where all our bills will probably come out from, and everyone holds on to their money.
Yeah.
Because money.
It's
the
tension.
money, it's the
Yeah,
root of
yeah,
what
Tension
you
and
then
everything. Yeah.
So like I always say, it's like if it works for you, you've got a joint account to this to you. I don't have one, and I don't intend to have one, and my child probably won't.
But I think that is one of the one that causes a lot of stress.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Marriage and
the thing is,
relationship.
for a couple to have a joint account and for it to work for them, they must have a level of understanding.
Which
And
some
it's,
of them
and
don't,
these
that-
days, that kind of
No.
level of understanding is very hard
Yeah,
to come
yeah,
by,
yeah.
especially in a married couple. Let's forget about being, in a civil relationship. But anyway,
civil relationship is, as you say, technically like a marriage because
It's-
when
yeah,
you're there,
it's a marriage. You just haven't got paper.
exactly.
Like, you
It's
haven't
just that you
signed
don't have
anything.
that
and you
sign,
don't have
but-
that name to it.
Yeah.
And I
It's the
suppose,
same kind of
being married
paper.
carries more respect than being in a civil
I think
relationship.
more responsibility.
No, let's be fair. It carries more respect than being in a civil relationship. Come on. If you were in a church, for example, how many, okay, I'm going to take it back to Africa. How many deacons or deaconesses in the church have you seen that are not married? So for you, in some societies, in some cultures, for you to attain a level of respect,
yeah,
you
that's
have
true.
to be married,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is sad, but
Still
you have to
happening
be married.
today.
So it's just like before you become a president, don't you have to be married or something like that?
Maybe in
Something
Nigeria
along those lines.
No, because
you
I know Senator Cory Brooke is running on the Democratic ticket in the United States. I don't think he's.
No, I mean for you to become a president.
Yeah, I don't think he.
I don't think you
he's
have
set in
to.
stone
I
because
don't
I
think you
know
have to.
Cory Brooke. He's not married,
Yeah.
so I don't think.
I suppose maybe is again saying that for you to attain a certain level of respect. So maybe it may be the respectful thing to say, oh yeah, our president's got a wife, he's got kids.
Well, because I think the respect
know.
comes where you say if he has wife and kids, he would behave himself. While if he's
Yes,
single,
that's what we're saying.
out,
Yeah,
being
seen a lot of
quiet,
married men
but they
doing all
sometimes
sorts
do
around.
worse. Yeah, but I just think is that when you're married, sometimes I think not just the guy, but as you say, some of them become too comfortable. And then they start showing the
Demanding
true
all
colours
sorts of
and
nonsense.
demanding.
Yeah.
Because when I went the same from living by myself, moving in with my last baby father, things changed, and I couldn't. Honestly, I'm being honest. After 9 months, I was like, bye, I'm going because I can't deal with this because he was too controlling. All of a sudden, it's let's switch off the house phone at 6. When I come into work, I don't want no noise. I don't want this. I don't want that. You know what I mean? And it was
Hell
like,
no.
okay, I'm giving you this money. What are you spending this money on? What's the grocery? So it was more a controlling factor. While when we were
Some people
single,
are just like
no,
that.
but that's what I'm saying. But when we were single, he dare not ask me, what did you do with your money?
Yeah.
He dare not come to my house and say, switch off your house phone because
Yeah.
it was my house. But then when we were living together, it was like, okay, I'm the boss now. I'm the one paying the bills. I'm the one paying the rent. So it's my way or no way.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. A lot of men, and it's not just men, because some women do it
Women
because,
too,
as
yeah.
you say, if the woman is making
More
more,
money.
they feel that they have that power to tell the other person, look, it's this way or no way. You know, understand? And as I say, and I feel that is what sometimes happens
That breaks a marriage.
in marriage.
Yeah.
Is people
I would
become too
always-
big for their shoes
But the
Yeah.
thing about this is that
and ruin something
compromise.
good.
Compromise.
Yeah.
Like I can't speak on because ain't nobody telling me to turn off the phone.
Yeah, what's that
The
about?
phone is gonna burn off.
It's just control. It's control.
He's a controlling.
Yeah.
But compromise.
Yeah.
And see, there might that, and I'm not putting it out, Sharon. Me, you would go back and forth over this. There might have been flags that you didn't see or you saw. Or you
I probably slept, but I just didn't
Yeah,
acknowledge
you
it.
didn't
at the time.
acknowledge it. Because no man is gonna then marry you after 10 years and then tell you blah blah blah.
Oh wait. Sorry. You know what I just remembered? How about when you're not married, you can dress the way you like.
Oh,
and the
that
man
is another
loves
thing,
it, it's
exactly.
sexy. And then once you get married, babes, I beg.
Yeah,
that
don't-
skirt is
don't-
too
yeah,
short.
yeah.
No, darling, please.
Oh,
you have
don't
to
you over
tie
there
your
like
hair.
that.
They
Don't-
do
Don't
that.
have makeup. Yeah.
They
What
do
is that
that.
about?
Control.
Nah, listen,
They
no,
do
that's
that. They do that. And you
Because
do.
why?
Yeah.
See,
Because we're laughing about it, but someone
Some
at
people
home-
are going through
It's
No,
that.
we can laugh about it, but someone at home might say, yeah, what is all of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
about? Who
And
gives
that,
you the
see,
right?
guys, if you're women or men, if you're going through a relationship where your partner is dictating to you constantly,
Yeah, it's wrong.
what
you
to
go
wear,
wear.
just be on the lookout, okay? Because there's some form of
No, because how I look at it.
psychological abuse,
No, but what I'm saying,
emotional.
how I look at
abuse
it
going
is
on there.
when you're dating, yeah, you love me in my sexy skirt, you love me
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
But why is it that when you
They just want you
now,
to back your
Yeah.
sexiness up.
yeah, but you don't own me to that certain
You should have-
degree.
We
Just
were,
'cause you
we
give
were
me a ring
having a
doesn't
laugh
mean you
about
own
it.
me.
Like, we were going through wardrobe and everything. My husband was like, "Oh, you probably would look nice in that." And someone said, "Oh, that's gonna be too short." And my husband was, "Well, she likes short things, so what do we do about that?" And it was so funny, and it kind of spiraled out to conversations. And I can remember my auntie was saying, "Well, blah blah blah." I was like, "But if my husband doesn't have a problem with it, why do you have a problem? It's not as if I go out and I'm busting it open."
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I go out, or
You're
when you're gonna,
respectable, yeah.
then
Yeah,
they decent
exactly.
or very
Yeah.
sexy manner.
Yeah.
What's the problem with that?
Some men
Some
have a
men
problem.
don't like it. And they're like, "Well, we're married now." Well, we're married.
Yeah.
You were showing me
Yeah.
all the.
But you know the sad thing, those men that say things like that, they're the ones that admire things
This
like
is
that.
what
They
I was
want the
gonna
girls
say.
outside.
This
That's
is
how
what
they
I
end
was
up
gonna say.
cheating on their
Yeah.
girls. They want their wives to be
Prim
very
and proper.
conservative
Yeah.
at home,
Reserved.
and then when they go out, they running after those
Yeah.
girls that are doing what their wife used
Yeah.
to do that they didn't want the wife to do. But anyway, listen, yeah, we can't. We can carry on, and we'll never be able to, I don't know. But guys, we're not saying if you've been in a very long term relationship, we're not saying don't get married, but just compromise
Yeah, just
if you do get
beautiful.
married.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not going to kid you, we're both married and we know that when you get married you lose some of your freedom and your independence. You do. Not all of it, you do lose some of it, okay? So you can't go out partying every weekend anymore because again, with marriage comes responsibility, i.e. you might have kids and your partner would,
Or you might just get too old, like my husband said. I come back from the club around 12:30 and the guy goes,
And also,
Delicious.
and also, what about women? What about ladies? When you get married now, you become so comfortable. Like, I beg, I'm married. I don't need to wear lipstick at home. Oh, because I'm married, I don't need to do my hair.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm married. Oh, my husband loves me the way I am.
Yeah.
No, put that lipstick
You should
on.
never let
Okay,
yourself
whether
down.
you're at home or not,
Yes.
put that bomb shot on at home.
Yes.
Put that lipstick on.
Go to
Look
the gym.
good.
You
Go
gotta
to the
do
gym
things for
if you
yourself.
can, if you
Yeah.
can afford it. And make yourself look good for your husband. Because if you're not,
Yeah.
Ronke out there
No,
is
but-
probably doing
"Oh,
that.
look good for yourself."
Exactly.
Exactly, I was
Again,
gonna say.
look good
Because
for
when you're
yourself.
young, you look good for yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're not really looking good for your partner. You're just looking good because you feel
You
good.
feel good.
And the thing is, as you say rightfully, when you're married, you just think, let's put on
And when you have
shirt.
kids as well,
Yeah. No,
no.
I have 3
Bring it
kids.
back together,
Yeah,
okay?
and I put on my high heels. Let's go. Even
Yeah.
the kids are like, "Where you going?" Don't worry, I'm going to school to drop you off. Why do you need high heels? Because I
never
need to
know.
look good.
Yeah.
Not because I'm single, but because I feel comfortable,
Amen.
confident, and I think all women should. And it's the same. Like when I see other mothers making effort, I'm like, good girl.
Yeah.
You're keeping it up. Yeah.
Okay, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. It was lovely trashing with you guys, Shari, Yori. You always bring it as usual. And as I said in the beginning, we do not hold back. So I'm
No.
sorry. We just
Sorry.
say it as it is. That's why we're called Trash It. Okay, we're not just saying, we're trashing it. Okay. And on that note, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.